course
this guy's
either.
so
Oh, here's
English.
Feinberg.
He's
Oh,
so
okay, Feinberg got 30 points. Currently sitting at 5th place on the board. Damn, I mean, going plus 30 in this one, it seems like the place to be in that first challenge at the very least. If you got more than 30 points, you're well in the lead, it feels like. But here we go, Jojo. A couple of seconds to go. We got
This
trial
is
number
it.
2 underway
Let's
in
see what it
just
is.
a moment.
Oh my god, I can hit that.
Maybe not quite yet.
Feinberg just attempting to battle a tree. Hang on a second.
He's
the parkour
going
skills.
into crawl mode.
Is this actually
He's
called
trying to
Headwaza? Are you
neo
trolling me, or is this actually
around
called
this
Headwaza?
block
that
while
possible?
he's in crawl.
Oh, surely that's
You
possible.
scared me, I was looking.
It might be. It might be.
Making sure he's not left behind. All good though. Oh,
Wow.
it looks
might actually
possible.
make that
Knee
jump.
up, I'm fucking crouched, you bitch. That's so weird because I have to go around the jump.
Keep chatting, order.
really funny.
I like to see that.
I got close once.
That's
so I
pretty
think
tough. But I mean, that already goes to show what types of players are kind of looking ahead already to see what sort of movement is going to help them in the competition. Wow, I'm sorry. I just looked at that person's skin. That is a big nose. That is a gigantic nose.
Hey, that might come in useful.
It's true.
Like
Sniffing
usual.
skills.
Sniffing out the competition.
Trial 5.
Exactly.
Sniff.
Trial 5. You must identify these fruit dishes in front, or these food dishes in front of you. You'll be judged by Gordon Ramsay.
This is one of my favorite streamers from last year because this VTuber model is so funny.
That is unhinged VTuber
I
model.
love every time they speak, it just makes their mouth so wide. I think it's hilarious.
We need to view this more often. This needs to be a
It's
main
true.
feature for the Twitch Rival stream.
They are very comfortably in the top 50 with 19 points. So it seems like if you got, anywhere in the 20s or above, you're pretty much set to make sure you're not in danger, at least after that first trial. But yeah, look at his
That
VTuber
is
model.
ridiculous. Here's an idea. Next Twitch Rivals, we all get VTuber models. And the louder we get, the more our heads expand, just like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would be good.
We've got the technology.
It's true.
Another decent placement too, 39 with 20 points. Not too bad. Yeah, if you're sitting above 20, you're feeling pretty comfortable right now, I'd imagine. And one of my favorite things about the parkour races that we have as well is just the gaggle of people, just a sea of bodies, just an overwhelming wave, like going through these different obstacle courses. But pack mentality is a big thing, and if someone manages to find like a route that no one else is going, you best believe some people are following you too. Like we've seen it tons of times before where people just kind of follow the herd and then they just get just omega bogged, just stuck in one position.
Absolutely.
It's just so funny.
Run.
I think that is 100% possible. We have seen it before. If you're kind of a middle of the pack type of person and you follow the wrong person, they
You're
might
gonna
just
get
lead you into a dead end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like in between.
Here we
that.
go
So
then.
you can't just follow. You got to keep your eyes peeled.
No.
Doors have opened. Heading to the next course, next trial now for parkour and agility.
Oh, I could be Lucy
Oh
Gray.
yeah, they get
Hi,
their
Jazz.
little practice room first, so they get a
can be
little
Lucy Gray.
taster, of course, of what is to come in terms of obstacles and stuff. But Jojo, there is
Bread.
bread there too, and we spoke about it before. The lower your health,
I
the
am
lower
your
your
pita,
thirst,
says
the less
Rainbow.
likely it is you're going to make it throughout the whole
Listen,
thing. So it's about
you are not
balancing
my pita
your stamina,
today.
your
You are
health,
not
your
in the
thirst,
game.
just
You are
making
not
sure
in
you
the
can regen
Hunger
the stam
Games.
as much, as quickly as you can. Because if you're not managing that correctly, people are just going to be whizzing past like F1 cars.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Hello, my dear
Absolutely.
beings of light. Welcome to trial number 2, agility and risk score beware, as I like to call it. In this test, you will learn all the dangers that the arena can hold and how you should act in case you face any of them. Because, more than the other participants, the arena itself is your biggest enemy. You will be surrounded in its entirety by natural and artificial threats who will want to end your life. From poisonous plants to terrifying monsters who will see you as their lunch. So, if you do not take care of your health, are not aware of the dangers, and do not pay attention to me, I assure you that the arena will devour you. Now we will move on to the exploration and adaptation phase, where you will have the opportunity to identify and observe everything that the arena will bring to you. Anyway, this arena is conditioned for testing. Don't get too confident.
Oh,
Wow.
boy. Yeah, and I like the words at the very end. It's just for testing. Yeah, the animals, they're behind glass panes, they're in the floor, in the water, but they will bite. They will try and devour you throughout this course, and keeping your health high, keeping your thirst high as well, that is going to be more important in this game than the previous one.
That is terrifying. I mean, we knew agility course meant parkour, and we knew it meant getting to know how to crawl and all of that, but now you also have to take into account the many, many, many dangerous mobs that you could come across as you explore the arena. And especially, at least for what we care about most right now, is during the trial. You don't want to come across any of those spooky, scary mobs. Otherwise, that could really set you back.
Oh, 100%. And what I think one of the more scary things as well is the poisonous plants. Because are you going to know which plant is poisonous? Are you going to know which plant is going to maybe attack you? Probably not. Not on the face of things anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's I mean, that's where everything sort of becomes a new dimension for some players. And I know for little Rager Girl, as we're watching here, she is actually concerned on how to stop sprinting. And I don't think so that's a poisonous, berry bush, which is good to know. But now she also needs to learn how to stop sprinting, because it's sometimes it's set to toggle instead of hold. So
yeah, and we saw in the very explainer video at the very beginning, as it goes down, you go into the orange, you're running a bit slower. You're going into the red, you're running even slower. And then when you hit the full, the bar's fully depleted, well, you're going to have to rest for just a moment. And there might be a crocodile around the corner, might be a bear, might be a fish in the water that's trying to take you for lunch. Like, this is the danger that you're going to experience in the next trial. We have about 4 minutes before we get into the actual one. Everybody's kind of exploring and looking around at the various obstacles, how the stamina works, like you said, how the food works, the thirst too, everything to keep an eye on this next course. As you can see, even more people just having a little bit of fun before they jump into it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can see as we look around the area, there's more than one room. Some people are kind of testing how the water works. Some people are testing these jumps. They're testing different plants that could potentially injure them or benefit them. And yeah, I mean, you can see on the top right, it says use C key to enable crawling. So everyone's just trying to get used to everything. There's mud. I don't know if you saw some people kind of emerged in that mud. So there's just new dimensions that everyone needs to sort of be aware of and prepare for. But as you mentioned, we're under 3 minutes here. We don't have that much time left to really understand what the full scope of things is.
That other door open too, Jojo, and I think that leads to the actual room where they can see the animals but can't touch them just yet. And more importantly, the animals can't touch them, as they will inevitably kill them in the challenges if they're not careful. I believe they have their health and how much damage they do as well. I'm sure we'll see that in just a moment. So knowing your adversaries is going to be quite important. Also, it's worth keeping in mind, there are other players on this map as well. Maybe you bait some of the animals in to try and attack your opposition. But as you can see, these are the foes that they will be facing. Aggressive and the biotypes as well. Biotopes they're actually going to be in as well, like the caves and whatnot.
I do like the information that it lists with it. Like, you know, maybe they thrive in darker areas, so you are aware as you're entering maybe a cavern or, you know, maybe some sort of abandoned structure or something. You can be more aware of maybe potentially there is a giant bat in here. Or, you know, I guess these are only in caves, so you got to be on the lookout for all the possibilities. You know, obviously the water mobs, which very scary. It really doesn't seem like there's glass there. Like, it looks like they could just jump out
it looks like they could just jump on through. There's a little note at the bottom as well. It says does not appear in light, appears in light. So it's a good kind of tell in where these new monsters will be appearing, like you mentioned. That giant gnat.
Oh,
okay,
I hate bugs.
Okay.
I hate oh god, what is that?
What is this?
It's a human recombinator.
Okay, not sure how that is created or made, but it looks like it wants to get out real bad.
Yeah, I don't think that guy was happy.
Looking like Mewtwo up in that glass when they were trying to create him.
Yeah, they're
mutant panther. A lot of mutants here. I'm noticing. A lot of experimentation,
very aggressive.
Potentially.
All of them are aggressive, it seems. I have yet to see a non-aggressive. What?
Huh?
That one just went.
Okay, so that's going to appear anywhere on the map. Oh my god.
Oh,
and
what
a slight range attack too.
Oh my god! It has 200 health. 200.
So it lives in a cave and it goes underground.
Yeah.
And it's going to pop out from anywhere and kill you. Okay.
Instantly, just run away. That's what I would do. We got a mutant mermaid. Okay. That's time.
Looks like they're moving on. Trial 2, agility and risk course. Now you can see the risk. Oh, well, there's some non-aggressive monsters. There's some sheep there. The only non-aggressive monster by the looks of it out of the whole bunch.
How nice of them to include sheep. Very nice.
At least there's some sort of joy you can take from that after all the other things that are going to try and kill you.
It's time for the most entertaining phase. I don't know if you knew, but I'm fascinated by competitions. This evaluation phase consists of a race full of obstacles. The players who complete the circuit in the shortest time possible will get the highest scores. Good luck, beings of light. I hope you don't die yet.
Cow. Did you see that? That wasn't just a parkour course. That was a maze. I was confused. Like,
Do not
I feel like I would go the
pack.
wrong way.
Do not follow the pack. Make your own way. Like, people are going to lead you astray somehow. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh my gosh, that is stressful. Especially because you're sharing the space with everyone else. It's going to be very easy to get confused with other players. Oh, all right. You can see other people are freaking out. I know I am too.
30 seconds to go before they are launched, ejected from this starting zone to try and make their way around. And dodge, obviously, all the creepy chlorales and everything else that's going to try and kill you.
We got Shadoon on the screen, our third place player so far. Not that it really matters too much. Placement really ultimately doesn't matter as long as you're not in the last 21 people. So, you know, he's doing very well.
Here we go. Gates are opening. Everybody's sprinting away, getting over those obstacles. And I got to say, Jojo, I was thinking about this just a couple of moments ago. I don't think you want to be in first place. I'm going to be honest. You don't want to attract the aggro of the mobs. Like, you just want to be, I don't know, maybe safely in 10th or something. Otherwise, you are going to attract some rather unwanted attention. Everybody kind of diving over into this mud pit now, which is slowing them down.
That's actually a really good point you mentioned about taking aggro from certain mobs, because when it comes to Minecraft AI, at least from my experience in playing Minecraft, yeah, if a mob locks onto you, they're not just going to change their mind and look at someone else unless you sort of break the eye contact with them. So being in first place is actually kind of scary. Curryway, of course, taking first place, my goat, but maybe you should be a little bit careful.
Yeah, managing the stamina there, Curryway, making sure it didn't go into the red zone, just stopping it just before that, getting it into orange, waiting for it to build up again, and then going for a big sprint. Decent lead though. It looks like both these players have got on everybody else right now, and that's it right there. It's just managing that stamina. That is the most important thing currently, as they use the new mechanic there, just diving onto their bellies to get underneath those obstacles. Oh, there's the poison plants we were seeing. Straight away taking damage.
Oh, you do not want to be running into that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, it seems like they ran into it as well.
Yeah, that's kind of rough.
Oh, they're just pushing through it, though. Sometimes you just got to push through the pain. You can see as everyone is crawling through.
That looks ridiculous.
Capitan Gato, come on, let's go, Shadoon.
Shadoon's there too. And the monsters are going to make their appearance, I'd imagine, in just a minute. Oh, do you see Shadoon there?
Yeah, you can do little sprint jumps, you know. That's
little sprint jumps.
Minecraft skill. You know, sprint jumping is faster than just regular sprinting. So I'm sure he's trying to conserve his stamina so he can make sure to do sprint jumps.
Yeah.
But as you can see, players can sort of push each other into other areas. So that's kind of the concern here, where he's kind of getting stopped by people.
Shadoon was just getting rolled by those plants, like Venus flytrap style. Luckily, health is regenerating as Shadoon is full HP, full hunger, sorry, and full thirst meter. So your health bar will regenerate pretty quickly if that's the case, but if it's lower than that, probably not.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have George here trying to go over these mud pits, trying to make sure he doesn't get slowed down by anything. It seems like some of this dirt kind of slows people down. So just being able to dodge and weave, make these hard parkour jumps.
You got in my way.
It's hard. It's hard when there's people in your way. You
into
just
you.
kind of get pushed around.
Oh, yeah.
There could be sharks in here, I think.
Yeah, George, rightfully calling out there could be sharks. Doesn't look like there's any just yet. Maybe they haven't been unleashed. 6 minutes to go here in this challenge.
Just keep swimming.
You see Sylvia right ahead.
I think dark.
Oh, wow. So if you're underwater long enough, your screen starts to, like, dim out.
Yeah, it looks like there's a breath meter too, so you can't, and it goes down very quickly there.
Go.
Hey, speaking of very quickly, let's head off to a quick break for our casters while we listen in to some of these extra crazy comms. Enjoy this trial, caster comms with our players.
Daznorth is really good. I knew I recognized him. What the fuck? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I have to beat Hazvik. This guy's a sweaty sweat. Get away from me, Hazvik. There's a little shortcut there. No, 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 no. Barfa's honestly smart. Like, low-key, you don't really want to finish this fast. Okay.
Let's go. Come on. How did they finish so quick? Like, what? Well, there it is. Boom, I'm in. 27 out of like 200. Oh, yeah, there's 200 people. Yeah.
Vale, Jorgito, vale, Jorgito.
Yeah.
The all know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Magma blocks. Gotta watch out for those. I don't think we can go here. We have to go up there. Hello? Jeez, okay. It's like responsive sometimes. Gonna cut through here. Are you serious? No shot. Okay. I wanted to cut there, but to be careful. There we go. 4 minutes left. Not many stars left to take. All right. Go, go, go. I want to go around this part. Oh. Come on.
And welcome back. This is Hunt and Run featuring Elo Juan and Minecraft. And we are into our second or third trial. Gosh, I can't even remember. There's so many trials, but I want to welcome back our two fabulous casters. We've got JoJo Solos and Jaws. And I believe it's trial 2. This is agility course. And my gosh, we've already seen so many get through with those checkered flags here, JoJo.
Absolutely. I mean, we are seeing, I mean, they are about to finish at 181st. All right, so there's only 16 people left, now 15 to complete the race. It is an intense competition. Some of this parkour can be quite troublesome for some people, especially when you're trying to avoid all these poison flowers and the berries, and all you're trying to do is get through, and it proves to be a little bit difficult for some people.
Yeah, no, it's really tough. You got to get the mechanics down, jumping. You know, you were saying like sprint jumping too and managing that stamina. And it's pretty nerve-wracking because you see in the bottom left, every time you glance down, another person's finished, another person's finished, another person's finished. And those points you can see on the right-hand side of the chat box, they're incrementally also going down. The further you are behind, the less points you're gonna get when you eventually finish. Not a place you really want to be. And there's only like 15 people left. I take it back. 10 people left to finish, and looks like a few people are a little bit lost.
That is my biggest fear. I just lose my way, and I think this is one of those cases where they're looking at the arrow and they're trying to understand it.
No, you just gotta go down and under.
Luckily, they still have about a minute left, so it's not all hope lost. All right.
Oh no! They're getting dragged back down by the bubbles.
It's true. Those bubbles, they kind of mess you up sometimes, but they do help you with breathing underwater. So you know, it's a love-hate relationship with those guys.
You just got to tag in there real quick, getting some of that breath back. But yeah, only 45 seconds to go. 7 more people yet to complete. And you can see how many points are being awarded right now. Only 2 points for a completion. And I believe just as we were going to break, the first completion was done, and it was like 50 plus points or something. Ridiculous. It might have just been bang on 50. I mean,
it was
an insane difference of points there. So, you know, the longer you take to finish here, the worse the position you're going to get. And we're almost halfway through day 1, JoJo, already. This is the trial number 2 out of 4.
You can see actually some of the players who have already completed, they're trying to help out some of their friends. They've gone back through the finish line and they're trying to lead them through.
Oh yeah, it might be a little bit better just to swim through this one, to be honest.
Oh, the time.
time up, and that might be a 0-point finish too, because you haven't actually completed it. That is really rough, especially. I mean,
they're
look,
so close.
Luna here, 195th, only 8 points on the board, and they were so close to finishing this. Oh man, that is rough going into trial number 3.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, some of these players, maybe they're going to have like insane aim when it comes to the combat arena and the aim trials. So, you know, it's not all hope lost, but it's definitely going to kind of kick your butt and make you, you know, get a little bit stressed. You gotta lock in. You can't go into an event where $100,000 is on the line and not put your 100% into it.
100,000%. Like every percent for every single dollar that you can get awarded at the very end. Like, yeah, it's going to be a grueling 4 days. Put it that way. It's going to be a lot of stress.
Oh, yeah.
But do you know what that means? It's going to be a lot of fun for everybody watching. I'm just saying, like all the viewers and everybody's chats, and obviously with us joining us right now on the Twitch Rivals stream, their stress is our viewing pleasure.
Listen, I'm here for the drama. I said it, frame
Exactly.
1. All right. I like the drama.
There you go. The race, trial 2, has been completed.
Oh my goodness.
All the points have been added to their score totals too, so you can kind of take a brief look as everybody gets teleported back to the main waiting arena. We'll see who ends up coming out on top. And wow, 78 points. I mean, that is absurd. Dashnath doing crazy right now, sitting at place number 3. Kind of in awe at someone's points right now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
no.
someone has
They
to
don't
be
even know what to say.
close to last, okay?
I'm excited to play. I'm in 3rd place. Let's go. Let's go, bro.
Oh my goodness, that reaction was perfect though.
The next one.
If there's a first place, there has to be a last
Very
place.
excited.
That's just how
Stress.
the
My body's
cookie
gonna fucking
crumbles.
implode.
It's true.
Oh,
Oh, Harry in
First
first
place?
place with
Harry?
80 points.
80.5 in first place right now.
92.
Holy.
Am I the only one with 80 points? Wait, I gotta see this on the real stream.
Might be. I think Harry might be correct on that. Surely.
That may be the
Only one with
case.
80.
Hello.
I have yet to see another person at 80 points.
Inception, say hello.
Number 1 W.
Oh.
Oh, check it out. Massive shout out to
That's
Harry.
us. That's us. Hello.
Mama, get the camera. But you can see the point differential now. It's widening. 13 points. Placement 183. Feinberg though, sitting at number 2.
Berg in second
Yeah, you're close
at
enough. You're gonna use it like
79.25 points, which means no one else is at 80 points. Only Harry.
Don't win this, guys, okay? Relax, please.
Well, okay, I'll try not to.
Relax. Don't win, please. I need to catch up.
That's the guy
That's
running
Ilo
in
Juan.
that,
Yeah, it's my game, okay? I invited you in, bro.
Oh no, Luna here is in the bottom 5 or bottom 6 technically with 8 points, but there is still time and opportunity to recover. Not
Yep.
all is lost.
I'm just saying, Luna's going to get out there and just go crazy with that aim trial. It's
Yeah,
going to be
we know it.
clicking heads. 3 minutes to go before we get into that 3rd trial. And of course, I'll just reiterate, just for the people that may have only just turned up, the final trial for this one will be a bottom 21 deathmatch where only one person will survive and make it through to day number 2. So there's always that second chance. If you are pretty low down on the placements, you can fight your way against 20 other people to make it to day number 2.
Now, my bigger concern is why did Fruit Berries get penalized just now? I don't know if you saw it pop up in the chat, but Fruit Berries apparently has been penalized and is immediately sent to deathmatch. So if you're 180, hold on, quick math, 179th, you are now safe. Right? I gotta hold on. 1, 2, 3. I gotta count backwards, but
178. It would be right
Okay,
because it's
so-
21. Interesting.
Oh, so I'm hearing from production here. Apparently, Fruit interfered in the learning of players during the first trial.
Right.
So it is unfortunate, but this is supposed to be a fair game, right, guys? So you can't be you know, kind of bringing down other players and you know, blocking them from learning. The trials are meant to learn how the game works, and if you're kind of trolling about, you probably should kind of, you know, stick to doing your own thing. I mean, it's unfortunate, but you gotta stick to your own books. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Also, I'm just doing maths in our head. Never do maths. Okay, number one top tip: never do maths on stream. I was wrong. I think you are right. I think it's 180 and below now. Yeah, because the one would be.
Well, now
very
production has told me that's not the case. Now Deathmatch is just going to have more people.
Oh,
so it's still
you
the
are
bottom
still
21.
not safe. Okay, thank God. Okay, production saving us. W production. Thank you.
Wait, remember at the beginning of the stream when we said today we are guaranteed 20 people being eliminated? Now we're guaranteed 21 people being eliminated.
Where are you from?
Oh dear. The herd is being thinned rather quickly here. The next couple of days are also going to be a bloodbath, my word.
I am also hearing that Fruitberries isn't the only person who has been penalized. There might be some other players who also interfered with other people's game and, you know, their learning abilities. So I'm sure, you know, everyone is on top of it. Team, everyone at Twitch, just trying to make sure it's fair for everyone. It is $100,000 on the line at the end of the day.
Right.
So everyone is trying to be as fair as possible. So just keep in mind, it's not just Fruit, it's anyone and everyone who interferes with other people's experiences. So you got to have the good sportsmanship, guys. You gotta stay locked in, but you got to have good sportsmanship as well.
That's true. That is number one rule. Doors open though. Here we go. Trial number 3 into the holding room just before we actually get into it. And this one, aim trial, dexterity, and just raw aim skill. We'll see if, well, we can see if Hank just continues to dominate on the top of the board. Of course, 80 plus points. You're feeling rather cozy if you're sitting up there, but more points the better. Plus, you get bragging rights, right? Day number 1, I came first. Where is everybody else? Sorry, you were behind me? Okay, great.
Yeah, but imagine placing first in the trials and then you die first.
Yeah, going out day 2. Yeah,
Royale.
okay. Instant karma.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all the weapons on the racks here.
These are sick. I mean, whoever,
awesome.
you know, dealt with all of the modeling and the coding, I mean, they're really clutched up with these. These look awesome.
Really, really cool. Of course, everybody will get their chance to play around with them before they actually go into the trial. Of course, all the guns, there's a variety of different ammunition types as well. So different feel to the guns too, different uses of the guns, long range, short range, you know, shotgun, sniper, etc. SMG for a bit more close range combat. It's going to be a bit of an interesting one. See who really does have the good aim. I mean, hey, if you can run fast, you can craft quick. Can you aim well? That is going to be the big question. It looks like they're going to have a little sneak peek of the arena by the looks of it too. Oh, it's Jessica's graced us with her presence, by the way. Just seeing there.
I think if I remember correctly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if you... Oh, I don't know what happens if you fall in. But apparently headshots do more damage. Let's find out.
And all that should matter to you is surviving in the arena. I'm here to talk a little bit about the tools that you will use. Let's call them that because you are the real weapons created to kill. Now these tools can be found throughout the arena, and you can even make some of them yourselves. There's a wide variety of these for all tastes and for whatever style you prefer. Some have short range, some have long range, some are bigger and some are smaller. In other words, there's a great variety to choose from. You can check them out in our weapons section to learn more about each one of them. Now I hope everyone understood everything, because now it's time for all of you to try the weapons yourselves. The exploration and adaptation phase begins.
Wow.
What, he shoot us? What? Are we out of the
Yeah.
game? Hang on a second.
That was an intense, an intense end there.
All right, so everybody gets to have a little go now with every single weapon, and like you just said there, different weapons for different scenarios, different situations, short range, long range, large weapons, small weapons, etc. Normally it's about getting the feel of a weapon down more than anything else. Like that's what I always say, especially with like, you know, it kind of reminds me of like mouse DPI and stuff. People ask you your different DPIs, and I'm like, well, just whatever you prefer, you know, it's whatever you find comfortable with.
I'm actually curious what your mouse DPI is, because I know you're a FPS player, right?
For FPS, mine's actually higher than the most FPS players. I think I play in most of my games. I play very low sense, but my DPI is 1500.
Oh my gosh!
It's not.
I play Minecraft at 800 DPI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think mine's a little bit higher. But in every game setting that I have, my sense is very low, so it averages out lower. But
okay, all right. Yeah, I know people have
shoddy.
Nice, crazy. I love the hit markers there, by the way. That's
They're very
sick.
cool, actually. And you were saying as well, Jojo, sorry, but there's headshot damage for multipliers as well, and there will be the little crit color, so it'll be a little bit of a yellow color. So ideally you want to aim for headshots, of course.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think this is where we're gonna maybe see some of our players who maybe aren't primarily Minecraft players, and maybe they play FPS games. Maybe this is where they're about to kind of pop off, and the 200 players. Maybe you think you're top 50. Next thing you know, you're down in the top 80, right?
Yeah.
Someone just clutched up and stole your spot.
And all of these kind of things you're learning right now, these different skills and these different mechanics, we got 3 more days after this one. So this is all just the trials, the taste test of what is to come too. So yeah, worth keeping that in mind. You can see the different ammunition types here as well. So smaller bullets, you'd imagine small pistols, SMGs, like bigger bullets for the snipers, shells for the shotguns and stuff. So yeah, worth keeping that in mind as well. And crafting, of course, has been a big component of this already in the very early trials. So next few days, you better remember what crafts what. Like, you're going to be crafting ammunition, you're going to be doing this, doing that. So getting used to stuff now is important. 3 more minutes before we get in. Everybody's just getting used to what bullets fit in what weapons and how they work. You can see all the hit markers as well going crazy, all the tracer rounds going insane. Oh, nice reload animation too.
I really do like these animations. Like, whoever made this mod, give it to me, please. I want it. This is sick.
They got a bolt action. They got a bolt action sniper too. Wait, they've got everything. Hang on a second.
They've got everything. They've got long range, short range, medium range.
Yeah, this is really going to separate the FPS players from the non-FPS players. My God. I'm curious what everybody's kind of preference, because looking at the arena we just saw there, Jojo, it looked pretty close range. Like, you'd probably want, it feels like you'd probably want a rifle or like maybe an SMG kind of shoddy kind of vibes, because sniper might be a bit hard to use with that big scope. But if you find yourself on a nice little crow's nest, just rain hell from above, like, hey, anything's possible. It all depends on your playstyle, of course.
You are absolutely correct. I think it does come down to play style, because I am more of like a run and gun type of person. So I'd probably go for a gun that has like a lot of ammo before you need to reload. And, recoil probably not that important, because if I'm just going to be running and gunning, I'd probably be relatively close range. But yeah, that's personally my playstyle. Just run and gun, hope for the best. So, it will be very, very interesting. And I believe
it's the training.
Yeah, so we can see like Dazznerth is practicing the freaking headshot. Oh my god, headshot after headshot here. But I was gonna mention, I'm pretty sure the trial for this one is like a typical, deathmatch type game where you just you shoot, you get kills. If you die, you respawn, and you just keep doing that for X amount of time, right? And just try to get as many kills as possible.
Yeah, I want to mention how this mod as well kind of works. They've got bloom too, so like the more you shoot, and if you hit fire with things, it's going to be less accurate. You can see obviously the crosshair there was crazy for the sniper because you're not hitting crazy no scopes. I'm just saying it. We're not playing Modern Warfare 2 anymore, you know. Like, so it's worth keeping in mind that as well. Sometimes you can't just sit there and spray and pray. If you're spraying and praying, you better be up close against somebody. Otherwise, you're going to be missing a lot of your shots. They've really thought about everything in this mod, I'll say. You can see all the different crosshair sizes there. The pistol, smaller one, sniper, huge one for hit firing. So, yeah, a lot to kind of keep in mind. Of course, quite familiar to a lot of FPS heads out there. But you know, if you don't play FPS, you best get to grips with it fairly quickly.
Absolutely. I'm looking at Sylvie's, like, her Minecraft arm is so skinny.
So funny. Yeah,
I don't know why it looks like that. It just looks so out of whack. But, you know, you were mentioning, like, this looks incredible. And it truly does. Like, even the head wobble as she's sprinting and, like, switching weapons. Like, that is not normal to vanilla. That is not vanilla Minecraft. This is all very new, and I'm sure if anyone has picked up some sort of FPS game or other games before, maybe it's a little familiar to them. But some of our local Minecrafters don't play, you know, too many FPS games. I am curious to see how someone like Puns, for example, is going to do, because I know Puns has played a lot of Valorant. You know, just players like that who are all-rounders in Minecraft, but also incredibly skilled in shooter game. Oh my gosh. You see that no-scope?
Little no-scope.
Oh my god.
We're going to have some crazy highlight packages, I'm just saying.
I know. Someone's gonna make a montage out of this. Here's Puns, who I was talking about just now. Just getting to know the weapons.
As well, it's worth keeping in mind, aim skill, you're going to have a lot of that. It's an FPS, makes sense, but controlling the stand as well, you don't, ideally you don't want to be standing still, and like ideally you want to be moving at almost all times, right? Like one of the best things you can do if you're not good at aiming, right, is just, oh no! Puns? Okay, all good. Hopefully Puns manages to get back in. But it's movement. It's one of the strongest factors in first-person shooters, is just raw movement. So if you can just outmaneuver people, your aim might not be as good, but it doesn't matter because you just outmove them, you outpace them, and that's all down to that stamina management that we've been talking about.
Absolutely, and you know what? I'll admit it. That's why I'm bad at Fortnite. I said it. I said it. Stamina management is my biggest enemy. I dislike stamina.
Luckily, we are here and they are there, grueling it out for our entertainment.
We just get to watch them.
Exactly. I like this big sniper too, although it looks like it's a bolt action, so it's probably going to do a fair chunk of damage. But the reload speed and the just getting it back to get another shot off might be a bit frustrating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just watching as people try to, you know, kind of get a good idea of how to do the aiming stuff in this Minecraft world.
My favorite thing is when watching like streams and stuff, especially for first-person shooters, is seeing someone's aim face and like someone's aim posture. You know, when they sit in their chair. Because I know myself, I don't know if you do this the same, Jojo, but I'm a leaner. I lean in. I like and tilt my head down a little bit, and then when I'm like super locked in, kind of thing. So it's always fun to watch people's cams when they play FPS. I think it's quite funny. I know my stream chat takes the mix sometimes. So
yeah, I am 100% a leaner. I am also 100% a big flincher. Like, if someone sneaks up on me, I get very close to throwing my mouse. I freak out. And then you can also physically see it in my face and in my body. I literally physically entirely jump. So, you know.
Do you dodge IRL as well? I know I do sometimes, like, oh, someone's coming, you like dodge to the left, you know, or dodge to the right, in real life.
If I see something going above me, I like fully duck.
Exactly, yeah, you duck it down, yeah. Your eyes are locked in. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh gosh, I wonder if we're gonna see any of that today. Maybe a little bit.
100%. I can't wait. Yeah, obviously getting ready. We've got a minute to go before we jump in to the third trial. And you can see down here, placement at 190 with only 11.5 points. We are halfway through, but there's still an opportunity. Only the bottom few players are going to go into that deathmatch at the very end of today to try and survive to go to day number 2. So it's all to play for. You know, you're probably not going to get top 10 at this point if you're this far down, but at least get yourself out of the bottom 21 or 22 or whatever the number is now, just so you can be safe for day number 2.
100%. I completely agree. I mean, we can see a little bit of stress.
A little stress, yeah.
Just a little bit of stress here. Maybe it's not the game. I know I would be stressed from the game, but yeah, I mean, it's very, very exciting stuff. I mean, only 15 seconds left on the clock. I would be shaking, but it's time to lock in. I think right now, Elisa here is at placement 187. If they perform really well in this one, they could actually make it out of this bottom 22 that you know would get them out of being in deathmatch at the end of the day. So, you know, maybe that's where the stress comes from.
Oh yeah, I mean 187, you know, you're still in a little bit of trouble, but like you said, you could just pop off here and you'd be all good going into the next trial. But just got to keep it consistent. That's all it's about. Just keeping things consistent.
Now, are we going into the game? The counter is gone, so I don't know if maybe they're still getting things prepared here, but you can see everyone's kind of just pacing around. I think everyone's guns were removed, so maybe it's a little drama factor. Maybe we're just trying to get into people's heads.
Proper BR style. Drop in, find a weapon, hope for the best.
It's true. It's true. Now, do they have to look for a weapon, or do they get spawned in with a weapon?
I mean, only one way to find out, and that'll be in a moment. Of course, we only got a brief preview the other day, but coming into this, everybody's pretty blind on like what's going to happen. We saw the cinematic, Jojo. They don't want to give too much away. They want a little bit of suspense and like, okay, so what's happening right now? Like, hey, that's how you do these kind of game shows. That's how you do these kind of Twitch rival events. It's all about the suspense and players being thrown in and then trying to adapt as quick as possible.
100%. Speaking about suspense, what is going on with Dylan's face cam here?
Locked in. That's what that is.
This is how we avoid basically seeing the gamer face that people do when they're like aiming.
It's true. And to conceal the fear. So no one knows if you're looking scared, looking happy, looking sad. It doesn't matter. You got your face cover and it's all good. You're chilling.
100%. Wow.
Yeah, the arena looks great too. A lot of ways to get different high grounds. There's so many different ways you can use the crawl mechanic as well. We saw a few people on the sidelines just crawling around. You know, you can be a little bit sneaky. You don't have to be running and gunning. You could pick up some crazy points.
I do think the crawl feature is going to make it so that maybe, just maybe, some people are going to get out of, you know, fights by just crawling. Like, if someone is shooting at you and you know that they're very good at the game, if you just put yourself in crawl position, they're missing every shot because they're aiming up top at your head, and now you're just on the ground.
The classic dolphin dive. That's what they used to call it way back when. Dolphin dive straight on the ground. As soon as someone starts shooting you, then you shoot back. You have the advantage, like you said, because you've just disappeared from their screen.
It's true. It's true. This is why I was never good at those games. I'm not very good at tracking.
Triple crossing you?
Yeah, tracking people is going to be fairly important too. Just keeping an eye on your surroundings, kind of knowing where people can come from could be fairly important. A lot of pre-aiming, a lot of FPS heads in this chat, I'd imagine. Same with in the server. Like you said, if you got some experience, it's going to help you out a whole ton. Should be getting into the game in just a moment though. Just making sure everything's set up, I would imagine. So yeah, patience is key.
Absolutely.
Right
now. Okay, so don't make fun of
yeah, we can see maybe what's on people's minds as we sit and wait here.
Trying their best. Exactly, Dazzy Love, bro.
Yeah, Jessica seems to have made their appearance, of course, in the center of the room.
Everyone's surrounding her.
Yeah, it's like, please, what's happening? Please tell me.
It's just like Valorant, bro. Like in Valorant, how I'm just always being a good teammate to everyone. you got to be the same in game.
Yep, there you go. It's just like that. Just treat it like an FPS.
I think these are good comms. These are really good comms. I mean, ultimately, that's what it comes down to. You know, having really good comms, but also having really good vibes with your team or even people around you. Maybe you're not teamed with anyone just yet, right? You want to be sure you seem like you could potentially be an ally, and I think that's what's going to help a lot of people in a game mode like this.
Yeah, potentially. I think that's a good shout, actually. If you team up with somebody, as long as you remember what their skin is, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to accidentally, if you, hey, do you want to just go around and start killing people? Like, we'll just shoot people together kind of thing, and then you accidentally kill them. You just got to remember what they look like.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Gracias.
Now, there's no timer on the screen anymore. But it seems like maybe we're going to dive into this pretty soon.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Probably just sort of a few things behind the scenes, of course. Of course, you can't really, speaking of which, you can't really test something this grandiose either with this many people. So there's going to be a little delay every now and then. So patience is appreciated.
I mean, you gotta expect it when there's 200 players in one room.
It's like herding cats, they call it.
Pero nunca has dicho de dónde eres exactamente.
No, aunque Bonnie se sabe un poco, pero...
Pero es secreto por algún motivo.
Porque es famosa.
Y me descubre. Los acosadores, hay que evitarlos.
Vale. No sabía que era súper secreto. Porque siempre digo, es de Cádiz claramente. En plan, yo la veo y sé que es de Cádiz.
100%.
Pero, claro,
yeah, I think we already see a lot of people speaking to one another here, especially during this waiting period. Everyone's just kind of vibing, having a good time. Oh, how is your shooting trial, or you know, your parkour trial? But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what sort of friendships sort of spark from a situation like this, and how that will lead into the actual game starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
¿Tania? El corazón me ha guiado hasta ti otra vez.
Yeah, I mean, it very well could be, depending on obviously how many points you get per kill and like what kind of kill streak you can kind of go on. If you're sitting in the middle, to be fair, you've really got nothing to really worry about. You want bragging rights, of course, pushing up the top, but the real like pressure is on the people near, like sitting at 190, 195. You've got to come up real big. So like trying your hardest, just channel your, you know, your inner tens, like channel your inner FPS warlord to come out, and then just hopefully start hitting heads. You can't really go play anything too safe, I'd say. If you're in a position like you're 190, 195, just go in literally guns blazing. Just go crazy with it, and hopefully you can rack up as many kills as possible. Maybe hunt down some other people that are around your placement as well. Like if you see them, aim for them first, because if you kill them, they're not going to be able to get kills. Could be a little bit of a meta game going on there as well. Like, yeah, it's tough down there in the bog of like 190, 180 kind of placement.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, and I think also what's funny is that we talk about today being foundational. Everybody's learning. Everybody's, but you're learning on the edge, right? But you're also learning on the edge. And you're learning a little bit more, not just about these foundational elements, but also about the people around you, about the people in this lobby. And I got to imagine, here we go for the opening cinematics. I'll be back in a bit, gang, but let's go.
It consists of 5 rounds of 3 minutes each, where your goal is to get the most points in each round. Now each participant that is defeated will be teleported to another part of the map to continue in the trial. Every time you defeat a player, points will be added to your score. It's not difficult to understand.
It's not difficult to understand. Just shoot, get points. Easy game. That's it.
I like how they're just straightforward about it. Like, if you don't get it, all right, sucks.
All right, sucks to be you, I guess. Exactly. So I think that was a really important point to note there. as well. You get a kill onto somebody, that person is then going to teleport to a different part of the arena. So really, the best players are going to be left in that arena, like in the original one, right? The best FPS players. So it's really going to be a close race here with everybody. It looks like everybody's now been teleported into the actual place, and we're just ready for this to get underway. We'll see how it ends up working out.
Yeah, that should be very interesting how, you know, once you get teleported to a different part of the map, how is that going to sort of affect, you know, people's kill streaks? Are you going to spawn directly behind someone? Are people going to spawn camp? You know all about spawn camping, right?
That would be ridiculous.
So.
If you manage to find the spawn point on some of these maps and then just sit there, that would be insane. It would be very funny though from our POV.
Yeah, I mean, I'll chuckle a couple times.
I'll laugh, maybe once or twice, yeah.
We got Puns on the screen. Definitely someone who has incredible aim, really good game sense. I mean, I mentioned it before, but he plays other shooter type games, so I know it's within his wheelhouse to really sort of get into this game mode and maybe possibly dominate. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing if Puns can dominate the competition here. Of course, there's many other players in the game who are also, you know, shooter FPS type games, gamers rather. But you know, we'll see how that affects this trial for them.
Yeah, it could be a big swing in points. Puns pretty safe though, like 62 and 62.25 points, sitting at placement 27. We'll see if he can manage to rack up a few kill streaks. And yeah, I really like the idea of people teleporting to different parts of the map. It's gonna... Oh yeah, so there's a barrier there. So literally on the other side of the wall by the looks of it. So participants have been split up into different quadrants right now, I'd imagine, as we get into this in just a moment. Good to kind of know where things are, like get your bearings down as well. It's going to be fairly important. Know what high grounds are pretty decent, have good sight lines too. So yeah, ideally you're on the high ground 99% of the time, shooting down at people.
100%. I do think that, you know, this waiting period before we get started with the game is really good time to use to sort of get to know the map, find maybe some choke points where you can, you know, make sure you can shoot at as many people as possible, but you don't get shot back. But then I also think this waiting period is here for the emotions. I think it's starting to stress people out. Like they're just kind of pacing back and forth.
Oh, 100%. Nerves are racing. They're, yeah, I mean, everybody's doing a little bit of exploring right now. And there were some breakable things around the map as well, I just want to mention. So we'll see how that kind of ends up interacting with the rest of the game. Of course, as we get into
that's
this
interesting.
in just a moment. We saw people kind of, there was like some scrap on the floor and people were able to hit it. I'm wondering if that's just like straight up bullets or something else. We'll have to see.
We got a 30-second timer popped up at the top of the screen.
There we go.
So we got 30 seconds before the game begins. Everyone is pacing around, getting prepared to be in the location they must be at to have competitive advantage. So let's see what happens in this trial, this third out of 4 trial.
Yep, 3 of 4, halfway through the day already here at Hunt and Run. 4 seconds to go. Chaos is about to ensue. These big 4 quadrants of the map, people are going to be fighting for their lives in just a moment. There you go. Blue barriers have gone up. And let the show commence.
We've already seen some gunshots.
Shots, by the way. Yeah, just like, what?
Oh my gosh.
That looks like a musket. Oh, big damage. Oh my word. A little finisher maybe? Or Pipe Punk not being able to finish that kill. Rather
Gotta do a 360 no scope. You know, jump out the window.
Get him. Oh. I do believe they're all hit scan as well, just to put it out there. No I don't believe it's projectors. Oh my, okay. Surprise moment.
Jump scares.
Jojo would have been out of her seat at that point. Jumped in front of her.
I would have screamed and jumped out of my chair, correct.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, wait.
Nuvia's going crazy on the stairs.
Popping off, needs to reload the gun.
6 shots left.
Oh.
A little fan, the hammer motion. Oh my kill streak.
Gotta reload.
hits the reload, jumps back down to the stairs. Jackie stands absolutely no chance. Penguin, yeah, defrosted. Back to the Antarctic with you.
Oh my god!
Holy damage.
No!
Oh!
Log back in!
Get back in!
Game too hard got kicked from the server. That's
They were like,
hilarious.
Avins, they're cheating. They're cheating. They're too good. Yeah,
The gunshots, like just the sound effects and everything, like it's so sick.
Managing these reloads is really important too, worth keeping in mind. You see a lot of people like trying to fire with 0 rounds in the chamber. 2 HP. Oh, corner peek. Good shot.
My goodness. Oh.
Okay, well, you're just AFK.
Dang.
Get out of there. Oh, there's no use hiding, son.
There it
right in the
is.
corner. Pampot's on a little bit of a tear right now as well. And their placement 175. So this really means a whole bunch for Pampots right now, Jojo.
Absolutely. I mean, you can see sometimes if you game too hard, the server just can't take it. But I mean, yeah, that is crazy. I mean, right now, even this streamer is placement 176, which means these last 2 trials are going to be very, very important for you know, if they end up being in deathmatch or not. And by the way, you don't want to be in deathmatch.
Oh my goodness. They're getting the jiggle peek tech, actually. Little reload with
6
the pistol
bullets
there.
in this gun, I feel like is a tragedy because it seems like it does really good damage. It just runs out of ammo so quickly.
Yeah, it feels like you have to be super up close. Pistol going kind of crazy though. Alrighty. Looks like if you pick up the pairs too, refills your HP to full. And the musket, the 2-shot musket, round number 2 is underway in just a couple of seconds now. A lot of points being awarded to everybody. Again, another play that really needs those points as well, right? Only sitting at 13. Sylvie though, easy placements.
I know she's gonna pop off. Just watch this. Check this out. Never mind.
Wait a sec, Jojo. Hang on a second.
Cast a curse. That was a joke, guys.
Admins were listening.
It seems like maybe the timer had paused because it seems like no one's got a weapon right now.
Yeah, I do believe going into round number 2, of course, that did pop up a moment. So yeah, I'd assume you were rather correct there.
Pues para tener una pipa y no saber usarla.
Yeah, the proximity chat goes crazy in these kind of game modes as well because everybody's kind of running around just acting all wild and just trying to get kills and stuff. And I use proximity chat wisely, but honestly, if I was in there, I'd be, you know, behind you, and I'm like pop around the corner and shoot him in the face, you know, just trying to bait people. As 100%.
So you'd be a little troll, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. If I could get someone to turn around, I could shoot him in the back. $100,000 on the line. Why wouldn't you?
It's true. Seems like maybe some players aren't spawning in with weapons right now. I think maybe the game is just set to pause in the meantime. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a close competition when it comes to looking at the bottom 25 players. Just to sort of, you know, I assume a lot of those guys are probably trying their absolute hardest to make sure they don't end up in deathmatch, where only one person will come out winning. But winning deathmatch doesn't mean you win $100,000. Winning deathmatch just means you didn't fail today.
Exactly. You didn't get eliminated. A pat on the back, shake of the hand, and on to day number 2. I saw CPK there has a sub goal of like uncapped subathon stream in May. I'm like, uncapped
Bonkers.
is a dangerous thing, a very dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever, you know, commit to an uncapped subathon, but you know, props to you if you can, right?
Yeah, mad respect, mad stamina management. I'm sure he's learning a lot from this game right now.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, right now, even though we're not seeing any gameplay, I am appreciating just the map as it is. I feel like just in general, modded Minecraft always brings a new level of Minecraft builds. And I'm just here to appreciate it. Just looking at the barrels, looking at the wire, like the chain fences, whatever it's called. Super sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. The maps and the maps are just ludicrous. I think my favorite bit actually is like, look how much this looks like a TV set, like a studio. Like if you look at the ceiling, it looks like there's lights on there, and there could be cameras obviously just like panning across. It really feels like they're being put to the test, and for our entertainment, you know, like it feels like a set from like a Western film or something.
Absolutely. I love that as well. But yeah, you can see players are just kind of chilling with one another, enjoying their time as there's a pause in the game mode in the meantime. But Hannah in 8th place right now with 77.75 points. I mean, that is ridiculous.
High
you
placement.
are balling.
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good with yourself. You got that many points right now?
Oh my God.
Oh, I just met Sapnap as well. Whoa, Sapnap. Okay. Just hit the Tokyo Drift around the corner there.
Okay.
All right, there you go. So, looks like the players just experiencing some technical difficulties at the moment. So, just patience right now while they are sort out. I mean, we did have a couple of DCs there, so they're probably just trying to address what was going on. So, it does make sense. Want to make sure, and like you mentioned before, Jojo, just everybody's on an even playing field at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I mean, ultimately, guys, this is a Minecraft event. You know, Minecraft is, as much as I love the game, all right, I love Minecraft, but it wasn't built to really host as many people as we try. Yeah. So, you know, it's usually seen among really big events like these where, you know, once you have more than 100 players, it sort of starts to tweak out a little bit, especially with modded stuff. But I know that the team is doing absolutely everything they can to fix it up and just make it as functionable and as fair as possible to everyone. Of course, no one wants to lag out mid-game, all right?
Exactly.
No one's planning on doing that, but sometimes you got to do some pauses mid-event to make sure that it stays fair among everyone, all right? Exactly. I have participated in far too many Minecraft events that have a lot of technical difficulties, and unfortunately, that's just how Minecraft is. We have to sit here and accept it.
Yeah, the networking code working overtime, delivering each individual packet by hand. As all the players were trying to obviously shoot, and yeah, a lot of particle effects too, like you were saying with modded Minecraft, so it's a little bit more strain on the server. Yeah, can you imagine? Like obviously back in the day, was it like 2012 or 2013 or something? Like Minecraft, like the transition from Minecraft, right? How much it's evolved over time. You can't imagine what it's like today. Back then, it's just insane. It's crazy how much of a different game it is.
No, I completely agree. I opened Minecraft. I think beta just a couple months ago, maybe like 6 months ago. Let's just say it's pretty much an unplayable game. I mean, there's not even multiplayer. The only thing there is grass and stone.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's crazy. I think I got my copy around alpha or beta, like around that time, and yeah, the sheer difference was just insane. Unfortunately, university work took up too much of my time around that point for me to really dive on in, but like that was what we were doing every time we were coming home after we were sitting in the labs, in the IT labs for hours and hours straight home to play Minecraft.
That really just showed your age, by the way.
Uh-oh, okay. My bad,
Yikes. You mean you were...
Wait, let me check. Let me not roll myself here. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Alright, okay, alright, fair enough. Alright. Just checking.
Oh man, yeah, when Minecraft came out, for me, I wasn't allowed on the internet, so let's just keep it at that.
Oh man, gang, of course we will keep it at that, for sure. What an interesting background there, my friends. Well, while we hang tight for some epic gameplay, it's time for the State Farm Spotlight, where we shine a bright light on something special from today's actions. Now let's talk a little bit about this great moment, okay? We're seeing Dansworth literally win. Going through those checkers, this is how you win at this game, at these trials. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, you can see as he sort of like tanks taking damage from some of the obstacles, because sometimes you have to take a little bit of damage just to have the shortest path. I think that's kind of a smart move.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the health means a whole bunch if you're 1 HP, right? But if you're 20, it doesn't really matter that much. You can use it like a resource, right? You can tank some damage. If it gets you there faster, I mean, hey, there you go. And look, 50 points too, like a whole bunch. It feels the parkour very weighted in these trials. So if you're doing well here, you're setting yourself up for success later.
And boy,
100%.
did he indeed, for sure. Well, before we get back to the gameplay, let's shine one more quick spotlight on our friends at State Farm. Now, whether you're in-game or in real life, State Farm is on your level. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And we will continue, of course, to get back to our gameplay. Boy, do we have some things coming for you right now. Looks like our game is ready. So for that, I will go ahead and throw it back to our fabulous casters. And let's take it away, everybody.
Let's get it.
Awesome,
30
thank you.
seconds to go. Here we go. Hopefully all the tech issues have been sorted out on the server. Getting back into
Absolutely.
it. I believe this is round 2 as well. There are only a few rounds here with only a few minutes. You need points and you need them fast.
It's true. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it 5 rounds of 3 minutes or
Yes.
3 rounds of 5 minutes?
I believe it was 5 rounds of 3 minutes.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. Well, we are diving into round 2 then, so we still got a couple rounds to go after that, but this shall be a great time.
Oh yes. I love when the dividers go up actually. Separating everybody, making sure. And I believe you can't shoot through the dividers either. I saw some people trying to shoot through them at the very beginning. I'm like, no, come on now. You just camp on high buildings shooting other people's zones. That would be so silly. I did like
That
all the
would be-
weapon variety too as well. We had the pistol, we saw the the buckshot, like taking 15 minutes to reload as you load the musket and ball. Like, yeah, there was so many different varieties of weapons.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can really appreciate just all the different types of weapons they have brought into this game, because some people are just better with maybe a shotgun or maybe an SMG, right?
Depends on the play style. Depends if you want to
Absolutely.
like play super close quarters. Shy would be quite good here. Like I was saying before, I'm not sure the sniper would go hard unless you're like on top of the buildings just sniping people away. But shotgun, SMG, anything that's like super close range, like yeah, you're going to be able to play these corners pretty well. I'm just getting word now. Server is being rebooted as we speak, so it will be a brief delay before we get into round number 2. Just making sure everybody's on an even playing field. Making sure the server doesn't go up in smoke. The amount of sick players obviously just kind of overloading the servers right now. So yeah, just bear with us just a moment as the creators are just resetting the server.
I mean, it's better to restart the server than to wait for it to blow up. So, you know, it's better that it's happening now rather than later.
Oh, there you go. Just instructing everybody to reset the game and log back in. So, perfect. Easy fix.
Well, and you know what else? That gives me a chance to come and join you two crazy casters here. I will say, okay, Jojo, I gotta ask about this. You and Jaws, of course, have a great knowledge of a lot of these people in the lobby. Now that we've gone literally through the first half of these trials, who has your eye? And Jojo, we'll start with you. Did it change from the beginning of this competition to where we are now?
I think I'm genuinely surprised by Shadoon. I knew Shadoon was good, but I didn't expect him to be first place, especially after the first and second trial. So, you know, it definitely came as a little surprise. But I mean, I knew he was good, but I think now I'm gonna lock in that Shadoon is definitely making it to the last day. And if I had to sprinkle in one more person, just because I feel like I have to, you know, love women, Hannah's definitely gonna make it to final day. I that's what I'm locking in.
I love it. I love that the person that almost didn't make it on the train is probably going to make it to the final day.
100%.
Jaws, who do you have in mind right now? Who are in those crosshairs?
Oh, I mean, in the crosshairs right now, I think I'll echo what Jojo said. I think Hannah, just from how many Twitch rivals she's been in, is crazy. Like the level of experience there, and obviously just being a fundamental, like all-round good player at loads of different things, like the crafting. And I'm sure the FPS is going to come just naturally to her, no problem. Like the parkour, extremely good too. I think Hannah's definitely one to look out for. Sapnap as well, I'd say. It's got to be Sapnap, surely. Another just fantastic player. But I want to see some dark horses just rise through the ranks. There's a lot more still to play for here.
Absolutely. And I want to talk about strategy here for a minute, Jojo, because the truth is that if you're good enough roundabout player, a holistic player, if you will, right? That's one of the things that's really going to separate the gone on the first day and making it to the final day, right? So I'm curious, Jojo, if you're looking at this from a strategic standpoint, do you show off? Are you number one at the end of these races? Is there an element where you can see a strategy where it's maybe better to stick back into the middle of the pack, not break free, but still do well enough to find yourself, lull them into a false sense of security, if you will?
I think for me personally, if I knew 90% of the competition personally, like maybe I know them as friends, I probably would, just kind of stick to the middle of the pack. I don't need to show off. They know my skill. I know their skill. But if I was someone who didn't really know the rest of the competition, I feel like I'd show off because I want other strong players to know that I am strong, and maybe there's a form of alliance that we could possibly figure out. And I would definitely want to be known by people who don't know me. So that's sort of the strategy. I think maybe some players should look into that.
Well, we're going to look into that and so many more things right after this. course, welcome back. Welcome back to Minecraft like you've never seen it before. We call it Hunt and Run. It's featuring Ilhan, and it's got an incredible lobby already. Alongside me, of course, we've got Castin Jaws, and we've got Jojo Solos. And I'll tell you something, Jaws. So far, we've seen some surprises. We've seen some not so surprising gameplay. Have we seen any breakout that that just were not something you would ever consider to happen here in Minecraft?
Honestly, yeah. The whole guns thing, I think that was quite cool. The aim trail, I just didn't expect something like this to be in a game mode like this. But I think it's really cool. It's a definite change, rather than like a lot of the times we have like agility courses like we've had before with parkour, but not something that's really tested the aim. I mean, a couple of this is quite a few trials ago now, we had a balloon popping thing where they had to pop balloons and then they get points for how many balloons they pop with the bow and arrows, but having like actual hit scan weapons and then like running around an arena kind of shooting people up and getting points that way, like that's kind of cool. It's something new and different, which is something that Twitch Rivals always wants to bring.
For sure. Jojo, I got to talk about this because I think this is going to be we talk about sort of the first and second trials, right? Where it's survival, crafting, and of course agility, parkour, the ability to move. They're both relatively not as offensive as these next two trials, and I feel like there is definitely going to be a break in the herd, if you will. We're going to be starting with the aiming and the guns. Then we go to combat. Talk to me a little bit about what you're expecting from these final two trials here of day one.
I think when it comes to combat, it's going to come down to game sense, which is why I do feel like a lot of Minecrafters can be very good at crafting, can be very good at parkour, but do they really know when is the right time to pick a fight? Or when is the right time to maybe be allied with someone or stick back, maybe eavesdrop on some people. There's a lot of different layers to, how to approach what we all consider combat. And I think some of our local Minecrafters may struggle a little bit in that. And then some of our more FPS type players or, competitive type players are going to exceed the expectations and really take over the competition.
Jaws, I like the idea of us discovering the next cool FPS player in this round that maybe had been focusing on different genres and then were forced into this trial and they discover, wow, look at what I can do.
Exactly. Maybe your aim is secretly cracked. I don't know. Like, hey, this is the place to discover it. You never know. You could be signing the next multi-million-dollar contract in Minecraft FPS or any other FPS, right? I mean, hey, you never know. But I mean, those kind of people that have a background in that or like play a lot of FPS games definitely have a advantage here. And like, even Jojo is picking up on it. Maybe if you're not very good at like the parkour, like the crafting or anything like that, this is the time to kind of pick up some points. Today, more of a tutorial, obviously, kind of working our way through it. As long as you're not in the bottom like 25-ish, you should be good for day number 2. But all these skills are going to translate over the next few days, so you best get used to them right now.
I love that you mentioned translate. I think you're absolutely right. The skills are going to translate. The relationships are going to translate, Jojo. But I will also say, and this is something we've mentioned before, but it bears repeating, that the global quality of this community is not to be forgotten and it's not to be downplayed. And I think that's also fascinating because we're bringing together so many people who are so passionate, not just about Minecraft, but about gaming and esports in general. 200 people out of a 2,400 list of people that were interested in this today.
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to the globalization and including, a lot of players from different regions, I think, first of all, like I mentioned before, it's fantastic. I'm a big fan of combining communities and, finding more people that may be interested in your content and maybe some people who like how you play. And I think the bigger thing is also some players are extremely cracked from other regions, but I don't know them because I'm based in the US. So I will now learn about these new players who I never thought I would come across, which is the most beautiful part in my opinion.
Absolutely. Something else beautiful about this competition, the guns. I don't know, that's probably a pretty good segue. Let's take a look at what our players can have. Yeah, Jaws, talk me through some of these, and then Jojo, feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of the tier 3 weapons in the first round, so as we proceed rounds, we'll probably end up seeing better weapons, tier 1, tier 3 weapons, or tier 2, sorry, tier 1 weapons. We saw the Hangman, the 3-man tree, the Coughing Baby double cannon. Yeah, that's a name, Coughing Baby double cannon. And then we did see some of the pistols too from tier 2, the Bug Fiona Blaster and the Headhunter. Didn't see any of the Mokai or anything like that just yet, but I mean, hey, the farther you progress, the weapons are going to get more powerful. It's all about to go down.
I'm personally just looking at their textures and deciding which ones I like the most based off the texture. I really like 0 Point EFM. That's a fun one. It just looks a little wonky, and that's what makes it fun for me.
Looks kind of fun. I like that. I like the tier 1 weapons. Obviously, they got to be the most special looking, I'll say. But the ILLO01, the one at the top right, I think that one looks pretty wicked.
Yeah, I mean,
Little
huge
SMG
props to. Yeah, huge props to everyone who created, you know, all of the functionality for the mod, but also the models. Like, they just look absolutely sick. I think the Rival Blaster is probably my next favorite. I mean, it's got the V for Rivals. I'm a big fan. It's got the Twitch purple, you know, got to stay purple. I love it. I think if I could pick any gun to keep in vanilla Minecraft, it would be that one. I said it.
Shots fired, literally. And I will say that what's interesting about these tiers, of course, and this is usually how they work, is that, you know, depending what kind of a player you are, you know, we call it tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, but let's be clear, some of these primitive weapons are not to be messed with here. I mean, Jaws, it's really dealer's choice, and it's dealer's choice that can make or break this next round in particular.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you are currently at the top, you just want to get used to these kind of weapons and try every single one out as well, I think is worth keeping in mind. Used to each individual one, because they've all got different mechanics, and you can see how much time and work people have put into this mod themselves, because they have different recoil patterns, they shoot differently, like the playstyle is obviously going to be vastly different as well. So yeah, just making sure you get a flavor of every single one of them.
Awesome. Well, speaking of flavors of every single one, look at that! It's off to the races.
Oh yeah.
We're in.
Good. Everybody reset. Everybody's back in. It's 3 minutes on the timer right now, and I think people are already shooting. Like, people are already going down. So it is all good. We are back and we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, you can see as people are already shooting across the map, trying to get some points. I mean, again, this is all what it comes down to. You see, oh my gosh, the biggest problem that people are having is reloading their weapons so that they can finish off the kill. I think that's going to be, you know, we were just talking about tier 1, tier 2s, tier 1. Ultimately, it just comes down to if you can, you know, keep track of how many bullets you have. And there you go, spawn camp the other way around.
Ridiculous. Double baby blaster cannon, or whatever it's called, the double baby blaster cannon. Say that 5 times faster, Dave, in chat right now. The pistols go kind of hard too. We saw a player earlier on just go absolutely sicko mode with the pistol. But another giant kill. Nuva was impressed me earlier. We were spectating them just a little bit. And here's a new item as well. It's worth mentioning, Jojo, is the bandage. It just got interrupted though. Nuva, are they going to be able to finish someone off? Because they're
at
1
0.
HP. Wait, 0 HP? Somehow
yeah, they were at
living?
0.0.
A guardian angel managed to save them somehow?
Oh my gosh. You can see as people try to play really aggressive, but they've got no bullets left, so they got to swap over the guns.
Oh, instantly killed there. Yeah, if you get ganged up on, you really just want to put your back to the wall so no one can obviously flank you as well. Little dolphin dive there in front of Punch, but Punch didn't aim any of it. The aim, like you were saying before, Jojo, kind of cracked.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, I mean, once you start getting, you know, ganged up on by a lot of people, it makes it pretty hard. But you can see as he's getting these kills, switching guns, staying on the person that is damaged the most, because ultimately that's how you're going to get the point. You need to get the killing shot. You don't need to do the most damage, just the final shot.
Yeah, I think that's definitely worth keeping in mind, actually. Just making sure you get that last hit in. So if you see 2 people dueling out, you just go bang, bang. That's 2 kills to me. Easy game. Just
Absolutely.
Awareness is important, especially in any kind of free-for-all kind of game mode, right? Like, awareness of your surroundings and of people around you as well is very important. Or you can do this, just sit in a corner, which is a viable strategy, I'd say.
It does work pretty well, I will say. I think usually, based on how the spawns look, in my opinion, it seems like the traffic inside the houses is pretty high. So I don't think it's a terrible idea to kind of just hold a corner and wait for people to cross by.
Ooh, nice little hip fire shot. Doing a fair bit of damage. Movement, obviously, extremely important. Using those bandages as well. So if you do get low after a kill, you can't heal yourself, then hey, you can just whip out a bandage, hit up to full again, all good to go. 3-man tree. There's the names of these weapons, so funny.
I love the reload animation. I think that's
I know.
sick.
And there you go, you can see a bandage being put to good use there.
There you go. We continue on. I think did the time run out? I don't see a timer at the top anymore.
No, 100%.
Oh, never mind. I do see it. It's at 8
7
seconds.
seconds. All good. Oh, good aim.
Yeah, that was
Panapod's going a little
crazy.
wild. Round 2. Oh, so that was the warm-up? Oh, that potentially was the warm-up, and now we're in it to win it.
Maybe they ran back round 1 because of the disconnects. We
Right.
will try to get an answer for everyone. But yeah, we see Hannah kind of popping off right here, chasing after someone.
This gun isn't that bad.
There's the tier 2 weapon as well, the bug gun. Does it shoot bugs?
You know, if we could see the bullets, then maybe.
Definitely green there for sure. Oh my god, Hannah's getting rolled in the high ground. Although they had a fairly good angle on everybody else, but no, hit with the respawn there. They're just trying to traverse the map. Ideally, you just want to be on the high ground most of the time, but these corridors, some of these houses and these built. Oh, what is happening?
Do you see that? There
Wait,
is so much knockback with the gunshot that she was literally levitating off of it.
Like
That is
15
insane.
people were shooting Hannah at once there.
That is bonkers. I mean, kind of cool though.
I didn't think about that. Like the displacement of you getting hit as well. I mean, everybody's obviously taking damage as they're getting hit, but you're getting displaced. Hannah in a 1v1, honorable 1v1 by Sasabna. Ends up going down. Sana taking that W.
Curryway trying to take down Ilohuan and got taken
Curryway got rolled.
by someone else. You can see that kind of threw him off a little bit, but he's running back in like it's no one's business. Looking for people. Keeping the high ground, great idea.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I think it's worth keeping in mind, too, the ammo count as well in the bottom right. There's little packs around the map you can kind of pick up, but you only get like 3 or 4 clips, I believe, of some of these guns. So if you aren't careful, you're going to run out real fast.
It's true. It's true. It seems like maybe there is a little bit, some small delay from the shooting and the actual hitting, but I think Curryway is doing really well at trying to get around and you know, trying to get those kills anyway. But it's a tight competition. I mean, you can see people are crawling, everyone's kind of strafing, jumping around.
Please, someone look at Curryway. It was just on the ground forever. Oh, no upgraded pistol. Oh, so looks like you transition weapons. It feels like the more kills you get. 30 seconds left in the round. This was the shotgun that we were seeing a lot earlier on when people were picking them up in the like the practice area. It does so much damage, but that's knocking everybody back. You can see everybody flying away.
Yeah. All the hit markers, you can see them as they come up. The timer is about to run out for this round.
Decent flick shots. Oh, that was a little bit delay there, but it did look like Pan and Potts did manage to get that kill. And there you go. Round over by the looks of it. Decent points. And hey, I believe Potts and Pans was at least like 180 last time we checked in on them before we hit the reset. And 28.75. I mean, working as well at the ranks.
It's true. It's true. I mean, as long as you're not in the bottom 21, you are safe, all right? You just got to do whatever you can to not be in the bottom 21. Seems like maybe they're just waiting for the next round to begin. I love that Shrek skin. I love those eyes. Just the eyes. It was so funny. I love goofy Minecraft skins like that. It really lightens up my day.
Jigsaw there as well. Okay, that's kind of sick, actually. Or Jigsaw doll. I forget what the doll is called in Saw. It's got a name, but I always
don't
forget.
know. I do not
Billy.
know, unfortunately.
It's called Billy. There you go. Easy access to the internet. Good. Yeah, I knew it was called something. Yeah, it's called Billy.
Well, there you go. You can see as people are just around the map, chilling, maybe still trying to get to know the map. I mean, I know I would be trying to just sort of recognize myself at the map, especially if I am in the lower, 50 of the players. I think this would be the best time to sort of take advantage of all the pauses we're having and just get to know the map.
Yeah, if you're all about holding down that one building, wouldn't be a bad idea. But yeah, making sure, because especially when you end up getting killed, you do end up teleporting to another quadrant of the map, which was explained in the opener to this round. So worth keeping in mind there. So you're always going to be thrown into a different situation, into a different building, into a different quadrant. So it's going to be pretty fresh every single time you spawn. You can't run back to your body, and like start camping the same little building trying to hold something down. New challenges always thrown at you. Just trying to get some more information now. As I believe we will be going into round number 3, because that was round number 2. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how long we have until we jump into there. So hopefully the admins didn't run into any more problems.
Absolutely. I mean, we did see a little bit of lag, but ultimately, just for the audience, Minecraft lag, it's kind of hard to deal with. Sometimes it's uncontrollable. It's just the way the internet and the code works, and sometimes, it's going to cause a little bit of lag. And as long as everyone is in it together, then at least it's somewhat fair. I know it's a little frustrating, but you got to do the best that you can with the situation. I know this is actually a fun fact that I read relatively recently, but Minecraft has so many bugs, from every update that they come out with, that they have like a backlog of things to fix. And I think just recently they fixed like some of the most minuscule things that you wouldn't even think about, being a bug, but they've existed for many, many years. And I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it has something to do with copper, or I don't know, some random item that's been in the game for years, and it just finally got fixed. It's just one of those games that, they try to push updates, but it just keeps adding more and more things to the backlog that need to get fixed. So,
yeah,
we just got to be a little patient,
It's a complex game at the end of the day. Under the hood, it's a complex game, and the amount of people that play it, there are going to be bugs that are found every single day. The more popular the game is, the more bugs that are going to be found, right? So
100%. Especially, we were talking about this earlier, but Minecraft is kind of an old game. I think we're at 13, 14 years old for Minecraft, and eventually Minecraft got picked up by a different company to get coded, but before it got picked up, they still had a lot of bugs.
I can't imagine the transition phase of that with unless they picked up some of the programmers and the networkers and stuff like that, and hey, here's the list of bugs that we have, by the way. Yeah, anyway, see you later.
That you have 90
right.
See you later. I'm not sure.
Thanks for the money. See ya.
Yeah. Well, anyway, here's the list of bugs and stuff you have to fix. Thanks to the cash. Yeah.
Here's all I'll say: do not open the Minecraft logs or console as you run it, because it's just going to be error after error after error.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a classic, actually.
You can see as some of the players are interacting. Screen very happy to be chatting right now, laughing out loud.
Sat down there as well. Yeah, just went to the next round, or whatever happens next. Get underway.
Absolutely. You just got to try to have a good time while there's time to kill.
Oh yeah, 100%. Just thinking about that 100K. If you had 100K right now, what would you do with it?
Never think about paying rent ever again.
That is a very good thought. What is the first meal you'd buy with 100K? What would you buy? It doesn't have to earn 100K. I'm not saying that you have to buy $100,000 worth of food, but
right.
What would the victory
have you
meal
ever seen
be?
The Hunger Games?
Oh man, I mean,
The Hunger
maybe
Games,
like
the movie.
some nice Mexican food. Sounds pretty good.
Okay.
I think I'm just hungry right now. I think I'm craving Mexican food right now.
Yeah. In
I
the
don't
movie,
blame
there's
you.
a girl
I'm
named
a
Katniss, and
little peck.
I'm her.
It's not what kind of food I get. Maybe something like, you know what is really good? Actually, skewers go crazy. Just like homemade skewers with like barbecue kind of skewers. I haven't had something like that in a long time. It feels like it's been winter forever, but like, yeah, just something like that I'm kind of craving right now.
You're making me realize how hungry I am.
Yeah, I
and that
know.
doesn't make me happy.
Half of the audience has got up and gotten a snack from their fridge currently, as we're talking about food.
Yeah, if you can hear my voice, grab some food, grab some water. I mean, you see the timer at the top. We've only got a minute left before we go on to the next round. So get your snacks now because we're about to lock in and continue on with the game.
Everybody, you know, hi, how you going? How you doing? How you doing? Just we're shaking each other's hands, just greeting each other at the moment. But in a second, it would just be a bloodbath in the center of this map. Some of these skins are so silly. Just
That's
the
what I'd love
variety is
to
like,
look at.
oh, you know, kind of normal and stuff, and then you have clown person, then you have a pixelated Michael emoji,
Yeah.
like emote. Sorry.
I love that so much. I love looking at everyone's Minecraft skins, especially in the content creator space, because you know, if you join any server, you can find some pretty, you know, crazy skins, but content creators, like, that is their brand, and they have like a Shrek skin or something.
I know,
That's
it's
hilarious.
it's so funny. I love it. All right, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Here we go. Jumping in. Round number 3, I believe. Yes, it is. Oh, spawning inside. Okay. Not the best spawn point in the world, I would say. Easy first kill, though. You got to turn around. Oh, but on the whole 1 HP already. That is just an unlucky spawn.
It is pretty unlucky, but you know, maybe they run away. Oh, Sylvie, it's okay. Sylvie clutches these, all right? She's gonna come back. She's gonna get her kill, get her point. Everyone has lost their weapons.
Trial 4 will be cancelled. This trial will be previous 3 together, so consider that as fatal end of the game. We'll go directly to sudden death. Oh, okay. So, okay.
Interesting.
All right.
So
Potentially
I
having
think they just counted those points and that's it, right?
Yeah, must have done. Yeah, maybe. Obviously, we had a little bit of problem with the servers and the lag there, so potentially the admin's just saying, you know, we'll call it. You got your points
You got a nickname.
where necessary. Like you
You
did
have to
it,
nickname
and
you again. You're
it's
D-Town
going
Cat right
towards the next
gotta
game.
rename
This
it just
sudden death. Of course, we'll try and update you as fast as we can. But Dasna, first place still, 108 points.
That is ridiculous. I mean, 108 points. You see Feinberg at 100.25 points. So, I mean, that is just ridiculous. This is insane. But I'm very excited to see how the death match is going to go, since it seems like we will be skipping trial 4. But you know, just to give peace of mind to the audience, right, guys? So this is day 1. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of bug fixes going on throughout today, and getting prepared for tomorrow. But you know, tomorrow there are going to be different things that production has told us about that hopefully will help with the lag. So you know, tomorrow and the following days should be a lot better. But now we can look at the chat. The top 10. Holy cow.
Yeah, Feinberg there, 100 points. Only 2 people managing to get the triple-digit score there, over 100. That was Spreen at placement number 4. So a lot of big scorers. And they're sitting pretty. Now, Jojo, it's all the people on the other end of the leaderboard that need to be a little bit worried. The sudden death mode, a lot of people are going to get eliminated. That sudden death, only one victor will emerge and move on to day number 2.
100%. I mean, yeah, you could just see the point difference as we can see it in the chat there. I mean, top 10, all you needed was 87 points. That's nothing, right?
All you needed.
That's nothing. I mean, I'm not really surprised, you know, seeing Feinberg or Hannah or, you know, even Spreen at the top 10. I think Curryway was also up there. It is just, you know, these are some names that are well known across the Minecraft community for how insanely cracked they are at the video game. So, you know, props to them for making it
to the top 10.
Yeah, man, congrats. And those are the people that might have a target on their back now, to be fair.
Or they're gonna ally each other and win the game somehow.
That's true.
I mean,
and then a true test of the Titans on day number 4 in that case. If that does
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool to know the top 10, but what I want to know is who's in the bottom 21.
Oh, yeah.
My question has been answered.
Question answered. Oh, the list of shame.
Oh, no.
No.
If you see your name on that list, let's just say you don't want to see your name on that list.
Yeah, you're shaking in your boots. So the bottom 21 people, or 22, I believe. Maybe we'll have to get confirmation on that because of what happened with Fruitberries earlier. But they will be going to a sudden death. And only one person can merge Victor, and they will be the only one going on to day number 2. So there is one more shot, one more opportunity.
That is crazy. I mean, let's just hope that, you know, I mean, I know a lot of people in the audience are going to root for Fruit because, you know, you don't want to see some of your favorite streamers go. But I'm very curious to see who is going to persevere after you know, getting such little points compared to the rest of the competition. I just want to see. I want to see who can, you know, come on top of everyone else.
Yeah, I mean that really is the place to panic, right? At the end of the day, yeah, you kind of sucked at the beginning challenges. That's okay. Maybe it just wasn't your kind of jam, wasn't up to your kind of speed. But now's your chance to prove yourself. Now's your chance.
And there's only 40 seconds left.
40 seconds.
Exactly.
We see Smirky here at placement 185, which means they just barely made it in.
So lucky.
But
love the Twitch hat.
Put on a good
Big
show
fan.
for the death match.
Shout out, yeah. Everybody,
fingers crossed, you know.
Everybody wearing a spot of purple every now and then. Not too bad. 20 seconds to go before we load into the sudden death. Of course, I'm not sure what arena it is either, so it'll be a big surprise to everybody.
Again, I'm just glad that we
Really? Because I know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, we know what it is. You don't remember?
Oh my god, there was too much information. To be fair, in my defense,
You don't
there was a lot of-
remember. Wait, I think you're really gonna like it. I think the audience is really gonna like it. It's gonna be
no,
sick.
I do remember. Hang on a second.
Yeah, now you remember, huh? Yeah.
I'm remembering. Oh dear, they don't know what they're in for. Put it that way.
Seems
Mad
like some people are
props.
trying to hype up some of the bottom 21 players, trying to
Yeah.
give them some inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, the cutoff there is crazy. 187.
Oh my god! Didn't I say it? Didn't I say that she would clutch up?
Yep, so true. Clutch mode is real, and there it is.
There it is.
And there it
was
is. The
right beneath
floor
us the whole time.
separates exactly. It was there the entire time. Everybody's swarming like ants right now. But that will be where we get to spectate the sudden death. Only one victor will remain.
I am excited to see how they will perform. I'm just looking at one person spamming the crawl button, so they're just like, you know, standing and then crawling, standing, crawling, and it just looks so funny from this top-down angle. Oh, here we go.
10
Oh, it's
seconds to
starting.
go.
This is it.
Wipe the sweat off your hands. Wipe the sweat off your brow. Get in there. You've got the guns. You've got the food. You've got the ammo. You've got everything that you need. Deathmatch starts now. Oh, checking every corner as well. You've got to be careful. Limited amount of ammo as well, worth keeping in mind.
And this deathmatch is not like the previous trial that we were looking at. If you die, you are officially out. So everyone is playing maybe a little bit slower. Seems like, you know, you want to make sure you can hit your shot.
Wait, they're trying to bargain? They're trying to bargain. Yeah, do the bargain. You're fighting for your life.
Yeah, they're talking about it. They're talking about it. They're like, all right, we take on everyone else.
I mean, not too bad. To be fair, when there's a lot of people left, maybe duoing up with somebody isn't a bad shout. You sit in a corner, you can chill. Oh, and there is the first victim.
I hit him so many times and they still survived.
Wait.
No.
Wait.
Okay, I'm not
Oh,
the first
is
one
this
out,
what
though.
happens
I'll
when you
take it.
crawl and you're out of stamina?
Oh, maybe. Not sure. But they're trying to get behind cover, but they're just taking overwhelming amounts of damage.
The music is intense as well. I mean,
I don't have a med kit to use, but it takes 10 seconds to pop. 3 HP. Oh!
some people are just going in for the sword weaponry instead of a gun.
Hey, if you miss a couple of shots, that sword's going to creep up on you. People are dropping.
Making sure they eat, making sure they drink water. Gotta make sure your stamina is up.
Yeah, the stamina is the real killer too. If you're running around the map trying to find people, you need enough to like run away if you're in a bad spot or you get caught out, you know?
Absolutely. I love that you can see the people like crawling on top of them, just spectating.
It's a blood sport. It really is. A little
It
camp.
really
Oh,
is.
a little honorable 1v1. Maybe not so much. A little sword action. I like the strat there, like you were saying, Jojo. Is there a chance they managed to get away? 1 HP, 10 seconds to use the med kit. Nope, not today.
Oh,
Rolled.
and they're officially downed. Oh, wow. Wait, that's a good plan.
Oh, now
You
everybody's
sort
been
of-
revealed too.
You sort of put yourself in like a small corner and just crawl. Oh my
Good shots.
god. The headshots.
I mean, this is the worry too. Now everybody's been revealed, so no more camping in those small corners. You got to get up, son. You got to get up.
I wonder if just going in for a sword final hit might help.
Okay, the people above you are not the enemy. The people above you are not the enemy. The enemy is right in front of you. I mean, there's just no way, right? Oh, another kill.
Oh, so they just noticed that they can revive. So I think that's what was going on there.
Oh, interesting.
So even though you're downed, you could technically still get revived, but I doubt anyone here is going to want to revive you.
Absolutely not. If you form some alliances later on, your teammates probably going to want to hit you up with a res, but in a sudden death like this, absolutely no way.
100%. You can see they've fully healed up here. It seems like you can see it in the chat in the bottom left, the players have been revealed for 30 seconds, so they're all glowing now. So now everyone who's left kind of knows who to go for.
Yeah, no camping here. Good kill, good pickup. Don't want anybody accidentally reviving somebody. I say accidentally, that would be insane if you accidentally rezzed.
Yeah, right? Seems like everyone's just trying to hide.
Yeah, more than content just to hide. But once you've been revealed, you could just run up on people and just kill them. But this is an incredible spot. You can just jump out, seeing the name tag on the head there. Oh, what an attack! Just went for the complete flank. 28 HP. Sword versus pistol. Who wins? A medieval knight versus a Navy SEAL. Oh my god!
Oh my
I mean, you're
gosh.
trapped in a corner, but somehow they managed to get away. Switching out to the sword.
Uh-oh. He is
3
so low.
HP.
He is only at 3 HP.
One
Those
shot.
bullets did a lot of damage. They were
Like tear an
trying to bow
arrow?
him down.
Oh my god, Jojo.
That was insane. They have been revealed again for 30 seconds.
You gotta hit the heal, surely. You're at 18 HP.
They should absolutely be focusing the heal right now.
Yeah, there you go. They found the bandages. They found the health pack in the kit.
The music is making it really intense.
Right? Looks like there are only 4 people left right now. 2 people, yeah, third party, 100%. Pure battle royale mode.
You can see all the
Third party going in.
spectators like above them.
Good shot with the shotgun. Oh, I mean, there's just no shot, right? The sword in this range, even against a shoddy. Nice kill. But that person managed to get up in time, or are they getting third party too? Greg F. going
Fruitberries
down.
was hiding the entire time.
There's absolutely no way. The 4th party. Good shots.
I mean, Fruitberry's another insane FPS player when it comes to it.
Yeah, I mean,
Offhanding a crossbow as well. I mean,
movement's too good, Jojo, I think.
no, I mean, Fruit's movement is insane. You don't want to be up against Fruitberries ever.
Boom. Yeah. Fruitberries. It was knocked down to the DM, to be fair. Ends up clutching up. Oh
No,
my
I revive
fruit
you.
berries. Oh, the
I'll
little
kill
BM
you.
res? Yeah, give it to him.
I want to kill you.
Pretend to,
They
pretend to
res and
res,
kill
let him
them
fall over
again.
again. Pretend to res, let him fall over again.
They don't know all
Love
on
the
my
BM,
team.
Oh
actually.
my gosh.
I love it.
I'm winning this DM.
Yep.
I'm killing everyone.
And now he's just cleaning up. Everybody that was down, Jojo. Everybody that was down, he's just
Finishing
cleaning up.
everyone off.
Who's left? There has to be.
All right. To be fair, if Fruit wasn't in this DM, which by the way, he didn't skill-wise, he didn't deserve to be in this. But who